y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Peppermint Sweets and Treats. Before we dive in, please like, share, and subscribe. Today we are going to be making Cran-Apple muffins. This delicious recipe I'm sure you're going to love. Let's talk about the ingredients. You will need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/3 cup of canola oil, 1/2 cup of confectionery sugar. You will need 1 cup of peeled Granny Smith apple. You will also need 1/2 teaspoon of grated orange peel and 1 tablespoon of orange juice, and 1/2 cup of whole cranberry sauce. All right, so now I have all of my ingredients separated, and we are going to start with our first items here. The very first thing that we are going to do is we're going to mix our 1/2 cup of cranberry sauce with our 1/4 teaspoon of orange peel. Oh, excuse me, sorry, 1/2 1/2 teaspoon of grated orange peel. We are going to mix that together in this bowl. Make sure you give that a good stir and get all of that incorporated together. Once we're done with this, we are going to take it and put it to the side. All right, here's a view of what it should look like. Now we're going to mix our wet ingredients. I forgot to show you 2 more ingredients you'll need, which is 1 large egg, and you also need a 1/3 cup of milk. So you're going to mix that 1/3 cup of milk in with your egg, your 1 large egg, and also your 1/3 cup of canola oil. Those are your wet ingredients. You're going to mix those 3 items together very well. And that is what you're about to see me do here. All right, I'm just going to use a fork to whisk this together. You definitely can use a wire whisk as well. Actually, while I was mixing this together, I thought maybe I even needed a bigger bowl so I could really give it a good stir. All right, so once you have all of this mixed together, you're also going to put this to the side. All right. Also, forgot to mention, all ingredients will be listed in the description. Okay, we finally have that all mixed up. Now we're going to get together our dry ingredients, okay? So if you have a handheld mixer, you can use that. If you just want to use a wooden spoon, you can use that. But I am going to use my kitchen mixer. Right now, I'm about to put in my flour, which was 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, I'm going to put in my 1/2 cup of sugar. And very last, in my last little dish, I have my baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, and salt. I'm going to put all of that in at one time. And then I'm going to turn on my mixer here to go ahead and start mixing my dry ingredients together. I believe on my mixer here I have it on a 2 setting. And you just want to mix your dry ingredients together there and get them incorporated. Once you do that, you're going to add in your wet ingredients as well to this mixture, and it's going to form like a pasty dough. And while I was mixing this, I didn't like the consistency of my mix, so I added an additional 1/3 cup of milk just to loosen it up some. And in a few minutes, I'm gonna pick up the camera there so you can take a look at that consistency of the mix so you can see what it should look like. Now this is what you want it to look like. You don't want it to be a hard pie-like dough. You want it to have some elasticity in there somewhere. So that is what it should look like. In a few minutes, I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to fold in my 1 cup of grated apple mixture. And please, I forgot this step. Make sure you add just a little bit of lemon juice to your apple so that they don't turn brown on you. You don't need much, just half of a teaspoon to your grated apple mixture so that they'll stay that nice, pretty apple color. Mine started to turn a little brown on me, but that's okay. We're baking it, putting it all in the oven there. I'm going to fold in my 1 cup of grated apple, Granny Smith apple, which I've peeled. Okay, just like that. All right, I'm gonna give this a couple of turns just to incorporate that apple inside of the mixture. Okay, now once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my muffin tins together and line them with papers and start scooping in my mixture here. All right, I'm going to give you a look at how the mixture looks once the apple has been folded into the batter. And now I'm going to take my liners. These are regular cupcake liners I got from Walmart. They were only $1. I'm going to use 3 different colors here just for presentation purposes. And I'm going to put them inside of this non-stick muffin pan here that I have, which I also bought from Walmart. I tell you, Walmart is the place, y'all, okay? You can get everything you need in one place. All right. And I'm going to use 3 different colors. I'm going to make 12 muffins. This batter recipe will make you exactly 12 muffins. Okay. I just thought my little liners were so pretty. Now I'm going to go get me another color. I have found me some silver ones. See, this is also from Walmart, cupcake liners, very inexpensive. And I'm just going to line the rest of them with my silver cupcake liners. And then I'm going to get ready to pour my batter in. Now, when you're pouring inside your batter into the liners, you want to make sure that you fill your liners halfway with batter. You do not want to fill them all the way up to the top because then they're going to overflow when you put them in the oven. So make sure that you're only filling them halfway full. All right, so now I'm going to use my ice cream scooper in order to put the batter inside of the cupcake liners there. They're cupcake liners, but we're making muffins, okay? And to me, this was the perfect size to fill each liner because you want to fill it halfway, okay? So that is what I'm about to do with this mixture here. Sorry, guys, my hand is in the way there. But hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm halfway filling each liner with the batter. And I'm going to have a little bit left over at the end, and I'm just going to take that and scoop that extra. We're going to use every last little drop into each liner, just so I don't waste any of it, because this is a delicious recipe. I tell you, you're going to love it once you try it. All right, so now I've halfway filled all of my liners. Now that cranberry mixture that we made earlier, we're going to take that mixture and we're going to put it in the center of each muffin. I'm going to use a spoon to try to hollow out the center just a little bit. And I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of our cranberry and orange peel mixture and sit it right in the center of each muffin. And this mixture is just enough for 12. You won't have any left over if you're using 1 teaspoonful. And I'm going to do that to all 12 of my muffins. Okay. And I used a spoon, but you can use whatever you have. If that's a knife, you can use a knife. Now we're going to set our oven to 375, and we're going to put our muffins in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make our glaze. This is 1/2 cup of confectionery sugar. And you remember that orange we had earlier? Well, that is freshly squeezed orange juice. Okay, we're going to take 1 tablespoon of that orange juice and add it to our confectionery sugar. And we're just going to stir that until we get all of the lumps from the confectionery sugar dissolved. Okay, it's going to be a very smooth mixture with a hint of orange to it. And you're going to watch me just stir that together there. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. I bought some icing decorative tips from Walmart. And I'm going to use the very thin one at the top. And I'm going to use that to ice in those muffins. Now, these are my muffins. I just took them all out the oven. And I want to make sure they're done. So I'm going to stick a toothpick in the center of them. And if it comes out clean like that, you're good to go. Your muffins are ready and they're done. We're going to sit them to the side and let them cool off. And then I'm just going to drizzle a little icing on them. Okay, guys, here's our finished product. Look at those Cran-Apple muffins. Don't they look delicious? Well, they sure did taste delicious, I'll tell you that. Just a very simple drizzle or glaze across the top of them there. Nothing too fancy. And as you can see here, look at our presentation. Oh, they just came out so good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this recipe. I even cut one in half for you so you can see what the middle looks like with that cranberry drizzle down to the bottom. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation today. And if you have, don't forget to come back.